Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group Boys that 5A. Uh, in this forum, we will explain about YMDB case and Malaysian Maybank Berhad about corporate governance and CSR. So for the YMDB case, we have panels from Amir Halidi and Nazmi Nazid. So I'm as a moderator for this forum. So the introduction for YMDB case, the One Malaysian Development Fund Berhad YMDB scandal is perhaps the most serious corruption scandal that has been recorded. The corruption has involved the investment and laundering of billion US dollar from its account together with gains from pre-bearing and bond pricing facilitated by false declaration by its official and others. And then the illicit money was often transferred and laundered outside Malaysia. A cohort of banker, businessmen, and senior government officials, mainly from Malaysia, but some from Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and the other countries have been implicated in the scandal increasingly. From 2016, the spotlight has been placed on the former Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak, who was also chairman of the 1MDB Advisory Board, and his wife, Rosmah Mansor, Low Tek Jo, a Malaysian businessman and associate of the Najib. He is alleged to have been the mastermind behind the scandal. And then the scandal came to the light in 2015 and giving rise to investigation not only Malaysia but in other countries whether invest and other illicit money has been deposited and laundered. The investigation were intensified in 2018 with the change of a government in Malaysia when the Pakatan Harapan coalition under the new Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad replaced the Barisan Nasional government led by Najib, which had ruled Malaysia since independence in 1957. The investigation and court trial are still ongoing as more evidence of the scandal comes to the light. So there's an introduction for OMDB case. So I have a question for first panel, Nazmi Nazid. What can be highlighted in terms of ethical dilemma and also ethical one conflict?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So, without ado, I will throw myself, which is Muhammad Nazir bin Muhammad Nazir as the panel for today forum. So, thank you for the question from the Nozafran. So, for me is ethical conflict, which is it comes from the our as Prime Minister Najib Razak and his wife. Because in they both couple have conflict interest in their self, which means when you have a money, of course in yourself, in your spirit, you want to get the money from the back door. So that the conflict interest from them. That's why earlier with Nozafran Fitri have mentioned that Najib and his wife and another third person, I don't remember his name, Cholo was mastermind because they have the conflict interest to get more money because they have Najib is the top management, so they have veto power to make all the legal thing to possible. So for me, the conflict interest. For conflict dilemma, maybe we can like Zafran say, the case has don't disclose, have been held by court. So we know that every year that I read on the news that auditor at the YNDB always swap changing because maybe the ethical dilemma from the side auditor, which is they must they don't know how to report the thing, the scandal is changed. So that for my opinion.
Thank you for the panel, Nazmin Aziz. So, the next question I would give to Amir Harili. So, my question is, what can be highlighted? No. What is the impact of the YMDB scandal in economy?
Okay, thank you, Zafran. I would like to talk about the impact that we can increase in the YNDP scandal. So for the first thing, I can state it for one concession of the YNDP scandal was to make the organization involved by 2016. For my research, so it's able to make key debt servicing payment and it with so much money embezzled to fund remaining for investment in many project remaining for investment in were insufficient to meet the interest payment on all the of borrowing fund. So for the subsequently, the Malaysian government start to pay RM amount 6.98 billion, and for the US it's amount 1.11 billion. So in that servicing payment in 2019, 2016 and 2017, the payment were made for cash generated by the sale of land by the Malaysia Central Bank, Bank Negara, and by the issue of share by the sovereign wealth fund of the government of Malaysia from Khazanah Nasional Berhad. It's all writing by Tay on 2018 and Aziz for 2018.
Thank you, Amir Harili. So, let's go to the next question. The last question for the YMDB case, I want to ask to Nazmin Aziz. Can you give what is your opinion regarding the way to be taken to fight corruption case in Malaysia?
Repeat again.
My question is, what is your opinion regarding the way to be taken to fight corruption case in Malaysia, to avoid corruption in Malaysia? Can you
So
hear me?
in my opinion, how we avoid the corruption in Malaysia is simple as we can know our politician and our every nation should know that the corruption has maybe like a bit small thing but it come a big effect. So I think everyone in Malaysia should aware the effect of the corruption. So the first thing is we must spread the knowledge to Malaysian people and all over the world that the corruption is bad. So that's the first thing we must do, is giving knowledge to the people. That's for me.
Thank you, Nazmin Aziz. So I want to add on a little bit about implication. So for my opinion, in implication to avoid corruption in Malaysia, the first is there are several implications of the WMDB scandal which provide lesson for combating corruption in Malaysia and other countries. It's essential that banks in Malaysia and in other jurisdictions undertake throughout checks when transferring large amount of money from a public agency. to ensure that the remittance is for legitimate purpose to fund and approve projects. In addition, in the receiving bank, whether in Malaysia or overseas, due diligence should be exercised to identify the name of the recipient account holder and the true purpose for which the money was transferred so as to uncover money laundering. So that's all lah about implication what I in my opinion lah. So let's go to Maybank Berhad. So about Maybank Berhad is a major banking in Malaysia, which Maybank Berhad menawarkan servis transaction of money and simpanan kewangan, the major service. That's an introduction for Maybank Berhad. So the first thing, what we want to say in this forum, have a two is corporate governance and CSR, corporate social responsibility. So for your knowledge, additional knowledge, corporate governance means takbir urus yang mana yang dilaksanakan oleh sesebuah syarikat untuk mengurus sesebuah syarikat. So ia melibatkan penlibatan daripada state of management untuk mengurus sesebuah syarikat. Manakala untuk corporate social responsibility merupakan penglibatan syarikat dalam aktiviti-aktiviti kebajikan dan bantuan-bantuan untuk sosialiti, untuk masyarakat. So I have a question for panel Amir Halili and panel Nazmi Nazid. What is the governance practice by Maybank Berhad? So this question I want to ask to Nazmi Nazid.
Alright, thank you for the question, Zafran. So I will tell a bit about key point in corporate governance in my bank. We have 3 key points, which is the first is response transaction, which mean every year we must my bank always to improve the corporate structure, like maybe AGM always change every position that need to be fixed. That's the first thing in to my bank do to the sustain the corporate governance in my bank. So second point is enabling to community, which mean strength which mean the my bank always to possibly to avoid any risk that happen in my bank or in the future. Like every year have one team in my bank will be analyst about the risk or the fraud in my bank. For because my bank is very big and have a good reputation, my bank in Malaysia. So when some issue yang berlaku dalam Maybank, dia akan membuatkan impact yang besar lah. So sebab tu Maybank ni selalu analisis tentang risiko dan penipuan dan segala masalah yang boleh diatasi. Okay, untuk yang ketiga, we have strength business ethic. Oh no, sorry. The third is our house in order, we walk the talk, which mean maksudnya kat sini yang kita tahu yang ketiga ni more like motto dorang lah, iaitu dorang selalu membuatkan etika perniagaan dorang. Kita tahu dalam setiap organisasi have very good have their own business ethic. So in my bank, they always apply the business ethic in my bank to their staff, not only at headquarters but all branch in Malaysia. So that's why we can see corporate governance in Maybank is very good and sustain for very long, and we have a very good reputation lah. So that's corporate governance in my bank. That's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Nazmi Nazid. So for next question for Amir Halili, What about involvement about Maybank Limited in CSR?
Okay, for the Maybank, for the CSR for Maybank, so we know the CSR is a idea that the company should play to a positive role in the community and consider the environment and society impact of the business decision. So kat sini kita boleh tengok bahawa Maybank ni depa ada depa punya sendiri daripada segi uh, bantuan kepada rakyat ataupun bantuan kepada environment, society dan sebagainya. So daripada apa yang kita dapat lihat bahawa Maybank ni banyak merupakan mengeluarkan daripada sumber-sumber dana ataupun sumber-sumber bantuan kepada berbagai masyarakat. Contohnya daripada segi kesihatan, daripada segi pendidikan dan sebagainya. So saya terangkan daripada segi pendidikan. Daripada segi pendidikan, Maybank ni telah membantu seorang daripada seorang wanita yang mereka ni tak tahu untuk menguruskan daripada segi kewangan dan sebagainya. So Maybank ni membantu wanita ni daripada segi cara-cara untuk mereka mentadbir uruskan mereka punya kewangan dan sebagainya. So daripada situ wanita ni dapat daripada dia punya ilmu daripada Maybank untuk dan ini akan menjadikan dia sebagai satu uh, CSR kepada Maybank itulah. Dan seterusnya kita lihat daripada segi kesihatan bahawa Maybank ni mereka telah memberikan dana sebanyak 14 million kepada hospital iaitu Hospital Kuala Lumpur dan Hospital Tengku Ampuan Ramiah Kelang. So untuk mereka upgradekan mereka punya hospital sebagaimana kita lihat daripada tahun 2020 tersebut, Maybank ni ada rakyat Malaysia ni mempunyai banyak sangat mereka punya asbab dan menyebabkan ramai rakyat Malaysia ni masuk ke hospital. Sebagai contoh kita lihat pada COVID hari itulah. So daripada COVID tu hospital ni tidak dapat menampung jumlah pesakit yang terlalu ramai. So oleh itu Maybank ni membuatkan satu corporate responsibility kepada hospital untuk mereka bagikan lebih dana kepada hospital untuk upgradekan lagi hospital tersebut. Dan apa kita lihat lagi seperti mana vaccination juga diberikan diberikan dana vaccination kepada orang-orang asli, kepada orang yang tidak bekerja, kepada hospital-hospital untuk menampungkan lagi dia orang punya pembayaran dan melebihkan lagi dia punya hospital ni punya jumlah-jumlah vaksin yang ada dalam hospital tersebut. So daripada situ kita dapat lihat bahawa Maybank ni memberikan banyak sangat dia orang punya corporate social responsibility ni kepada rakyat umum. So lebih kurang anggaran daripada portal yang dilaksanakan oleh Maybank tersebut sendiri lebih kurang dalam 2.2 million untuk mereka berikan kepada masa-masa COVID tersebut. So daripada situ kita boleh lihat bahawa corporate social responsibility ni amat penting daripada masyarakat dan ia dapat membantu untuk melihat bahawa masyarakat ini memerlukan bantuan daripada setiap orang. Oleh itu masyarakat tersebut
Teruskan.
So apa yang kita dapat simplifykan dia sebagai
teruskan.
corporate social responsibility ni ialah dia dapat membantu lebih ramai masyarakat dan mengeluarkan dana daripada company tersebut untuk membantu lebih ramai orang dan memberikan keperluan kepada orang yang memerlukan. Itu saja. That's all for me.
Thank you, Amir Halili. So, the conclusion what we have for this forum, apa yang kita boleh dapatkan adalah untuk YMDB case ini kita dapat mengambil iktibar dan kita dapat mengetahui pecahan-pecahan berlakunya YMDB case, and kita juga dapat tahu
apa yang berlaku daripada segi ethical conflict dan juga ethical dilemmas. And kita juga dapat tahu berkenaan kesan-kesan skandal YMDB ini kepada ekonomi di Malaysia, dan juga kita dapat mengambil tahu dan membuka minda berkenaan dengan implikasi-implikasi yang dapat ditambah baik untuk menghalang ataupun mengurangkan skandal-skandal seperti YMDB case di Malaysia. Berkenaan dengan Maybank Berhad pula, kita juga dapat belajar berkenaan bagaimana sesebuah tadbir urus yang dijalankan oleh sesebuah perniagaan, dan juga kita dapat belajar dari segi apa itu corporate social responsibility yang dilakukan oleh syarikat. So, sekian sahaja daripada kami, grup lelaki DAT 5A. Thank you.